everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to do a video about making logos for our headstocks and a tool that you ought to have at your house or at your shop. And we're going to tell you why and we're going to show you how to use it. So let's get started. I get asked a lot of times, almost every day, how we do our logos on our headstocks and where we buy the logos that we use, or if we use water slide decals or paint or things like that. And so today I thought it would be a great opportunity to show you guys how we go from a plain neck like this to a neck with our logo on it. We also can do them in white. This is a neck for one of our Challenger guitars. Very cool. If you're really daring, you could do this hot coral color. Stay tuned for this guitar coming very soon. Or if you need to replicate a logo, we're going to show you a tool that you can use to do that. And it is this Cricut Explore Air 2. Everything that you see here and a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about throughout the course of the video, you can do with this machine. And I think that for the money that these cost, it's not very expensive. Basically, it's a plotter. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris. He's going to show you how this thing works. And then we're going to make a couple of them and, give you guys, hopefully give you guys some ideas. But you ought to have one of these. By the way, Amazon link in the description below. All right, let's get started. Guys, as I was saying, this machine here is basically a little plotter. And it's kind of like your printer at home, except instead of ink coming out of it, it's got a little cutting head that's this part here. And it cuts through vinyl material, and you can make stencils or you can make stickies. You can do a lot of stuff with this. And if you're doing any paint work at all, a machine like this is going to pay for itself really quick. Chris is going to show us how to use it. All right, Chris, you're going to walk us through how this bad dude works. So what do you need, like a great big computer to run it?
You can use your home computer or a laptop, but you can also use your phone.
Wow, really?
And do it through Bluetooth, which is really, really cool.
That's cool.
Because we don't always have internet here. So I downloaded an app for Cricut and connected the machine to this, and what I can do is I can either import artwork from my phone onto the program, or I can also just pick some of the artwork that we've saved from previous sessions, and that's what I did today. We have our Texas Toast logo loaded up, and I'm going to print our standard size, which is 3 inches wide, that goes on most of our headstocks, but we also need some slightly smaller ones, so I'm going to print some 2.5 inch wide ones.
Okay,
and
cool.
So what I've done is I've taken that logo and made it the size I want. It's all real simple touch button stuff. It's so easy, even I can do it. And I've set it up on the on this so that it looks like this. It tells you, you've got a grid, and it tells you exactly how much stuff you're
what does the blue
use.
thing do then?
That's a cutting pad that the cutter then sort of rebounds off of, I think.
And it also indexes the piece so you can.
Yeah.
So in other words, this piece here, you don't have to have that size every time, right? If you had just a little bit.
You can have a full sheet. You can have just a little tiny piece. It actually starts as a full sheet, and we've used this much of it so far. And you can print, or you can cut it and then save the little extra pieces for later on. You don't have to print a full sheet at a time. You can just print one sticker at a time if you want.
That's cool. Too bad it only comes in white, right?
It comes in everything. It comes in white, comes in black, comes in all the colors, comes in foils, which we're going to get, I think, and do some foils. There's a thing you can do with a pen that will draw or outline stuff if you want. We're touching the surface of what this machine will do. Yeah, it's really, really neat.
Cool. Show us how it works.
All right.
So that's it's finding its index points or something?
Yeah. And it's funny because it doesn't cut the whole decal or each one.
Oh, it doesn't just do one whole line?
No, it does little bits of it.
Huh.
And you'd think that it was messing up. Yesterday when I was doing it, I was like, well, that doesn't look anything like the logo. And then all of a sudden it all came together.
So this is, you know, our friend Mike Learn has a great big plotter that will do, you know, great big huge things for motorcycles and cars and stuff. But for guitars, this, it'll do like a 12 by 12, right?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah.
So we could use we could make stencils, we could make just stickers, we could do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing's nice. Mm-hmm.
Man, you can see it cut. It's already video. But we'll be able to use it. Maybe we'll do it.
All right, so it's all done cutting now?
Yeah, so it's all done cutting, and we could either weed the whole sheet, or what I like to do is just cut them out individually. That way, I just use what I need.
So how do we do these, Chris? We actually use the vinyl as a sticker, right?
Yeah, so the white part of this, the lettering will be the part that you see. That's actually the sticker.
All right, so show us how we do that.
All right, so the way I do this, I trim it fairly close, just because it's less to do. They sell a specific film to do this, but I just like using regular old tape that we have around.
And you got to get your danger glasses.
Yeah, got to get my danger glasses on. It has come to that.
All right, so you peel the back off,
So that's
right?
just, yeah, the back of this paper.
Okay.
And now we're going to peel out everything that's not the lettering.
Look
And
at that.
these weed really, really nice. Nicer than the ones we used to have made for us.
I was thinking about that. I think it's just because this is a brand new cutter that only gets used for what we want to use it for. So.
Yeah, it's not cutting tons and tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's that. And now I got to get the middle of the letters out.
Okay.
And that's always fun because it's hard to see, but, you know, hey.
So the side that you're working on right there, that's actually got adhesive on it.
It does,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, see?
Yep.
It's now stuck to me forever. There's probably somebody out there that's done a lot of vinyl and they're cringing at my technique. And then the E is the hard one because it's so small. You could also weed this backwards. We could take all the lettering out and then use this as a spray stencil.
So yeah, so you could basically make the inverse of that and use that as a paint stencil.
Yeah, and we used to do that too. And then all of a sudden one day we went, oh, we could just do it this way. So anyway,
Cool.
This is all ready to go. And then all I have to do is find a place to stick it.
It's just like magic.
Yeah.
When I got out of guitar building school, I went to work for a guy who used to have it as part of his literature that every headstock got an inlay, not some silly decal. And I used to tease him about that to no end, and he hated when I would do that. But we've been using paint and decals, or if you're in Canada, decals, right, Chris? And I think we get really, really excellent results, and I think that you guys will get excellent results too if you use the Cricut machine. These are really affordable and terrific results. Whether you paint and use the Cricut as a plotter and use it as a stencil, or whether you just stick it on the headstock and go to work. So the technique we use is, of course, sealer and then a base coat of color if we're going to use color. Put the decal on, or if you're using the stencil, put the stencil on. Add more paint. If you're using a stencil, peel the stencil off. And if you're not using the stencil, you're just using the decal. Shoot clear over the top of it, whether it's vinyl or paint, and you've got one classy looking headstock. So you can come up with your own designs. You can find things online. You can do pretty much anything you want and get super high quality results that a few years ago would have been impossible. These machines in 2010 would have been way more than they are now. So again, link in the description below to an Amazon thing. You can buy this and help out Texas Toast if you're interested in doing that. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about the Cricut machine you think we might be able to answer, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button and help us grow the channel. If you appreciate content like this, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys neat stuff like this, and we love to do that for you. But if you can't do Patreon, we totally get it. Just share the video as many places as you can think of. Help us grow the channel that way. Until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. That's what I did. Thanks for watching, everybody. Why do I keep doing this? We'll see you next time.